Hey, it's Jordan with TYT Network. It is Thursday, June 16th. I'm here with another candidate who's running on a progressive issue docket. His name's Ali Mirza. He's running in New York to become a congressman. He's primarying Gregory Meeks, who's been a congressman since the 90s. He is one of these establishment guys who has kind of, been in the tank for Hillary Clinton. The area where you would represent, correct me if I'm wrong, parts of Queens and also parts of Long Island.
Yes, it is Southeast Queens and Southwest Nassau County. It's a very large district. It includes Jamaica Hills, Jamaica Estate, Kew Gardens, South Ozone Park, South Flushing, Fresh Meadows, Far Rockaway, Richmond Hill, Breezy Point, Broad Channel, and in the Nassau County side, it includes Elmont, Valley Stream, South Floral Park, Belrose Terrace, and Inwood.
Now, Ali, you're a Pakistani-American, and you're running against Meeks. How'd you decide to, leave business? You're a businessman, to run against Gregory Meeks. What are some of the issues that kind of drove you to this?
Well, I'm still a small business owner. I haven't left my business, but my wife helps me a lot, so it allows me to give the time to the campaign. Now, the reason I'm running is because few things. Number one, it is the case with most of the residents. We are sick and tired of Googling our congressman's name and finding out the first thing that pops up on our computer is the most corrupt congressman in America. Not just 1 year, but 2 years and many years in a row, and involved in scandals. And he has been an absentee congressman. That is one reason that I'm running. But of course,
and just for the audience, from what I read, he's had some issues with questionable loans. Not disclosing financial contributions.
Sure. Well, many things. Number one, he raises all his money from outside the district, from big lobbyists from Washington, D.C. and other parts. Nothing from the district itself. Number two, he formed Hurricane Katrina charity along with his partner, former New York State Senator Malcolm Smith. And guess what? They said, well, we will raise X amount of money. Nobody gave them that much money because nobody trusted them. And then out of the money that they raised, only $2,000 ended up with the charity. Where did remaining $30,000 went? There is no answer. But I can tell you where his partner Malcolm Smith went. He went to jail. He's behind bars, serving 6 years sentence. So what are we waiting for? We deserve much better. And we need a true representation of the district. 70% of the district is minority communities. And what is being done for us? Listen, criminal justice reform is a big issue for me. I want to reform our criminal justice system because our young people, especially from the minority communities, are treated unfairly. And you know that many jails are run for profit. The more people they put behind bars, the more money they make. So they are putting more and more people. And I promise that when I get elected, within first 100 days, I will put forward a bipartisan bill to end private corporations running our jails. And I will also make sure that our people are not unfairly treated by the criminal justice system, especially the minority communities who are.
And he's an African American, and it's a heavily minority community, you said. So there seems to be a disconnect because he doesn't, from what you're saying, he's not representing his people.
Yes, that's a big disappointment that because him being African American, people expected that he will do something for the minority communities, especially the issues that matter to people of color. But nothing. He has not sponsored any bill to address this issue. And I will do that. The other thing is that allow me for a minute to just tell me a little bit about myself, because I'm sure that people would like to know who I am. Well, I came to America from Pakistan in 1984, went to University of Bridgeport, Connecticut. My background is international relations and political science, and I have been a small business owner and resident of Elmont since October 1991 and became a homeowner in December 1993. I'm married with two beautiful daughters. And my background in politics, beside community work, which I have done for many, many years, including my work involving Census 2000, Census 2010, to make sure that minority communities are properly included. And I have been involved in interfaith activities and interfaith dialogue, and also wherever the progressive issues are concerned, I have been involved. But also, in addition to that, I have been in the government for a few years in Nassau County. I was director of Minority and Women Business Owned Enterprise, so MWB program, and I was responsible for doing a disparity study and then making sure, based on the results of that disparity study, that minority communities and women get their fair share of about $172 million of contracts that Nassau County gives out. By the way, Nassau County is, in terms of its population and in terms of its budget, is larger than 21 states in America.
Wow.
So it's a big, huge county based on the population and the budget. So my expertise will come handy to serve the people of my district. Like I said before, majority of the people are from minority communities, and women, they own businesses. And I can help, and I can come up with a program to bring the local, state, and federally available resources to the people of my community.
Great. And outside of criminal justice reform, we know that for African Americans in America, the unemployment is a lot higher, particularly for young people.
Yes.
Congress hasn't done much. Frankly, President Obama hasn't done that much. How as a congressman, could you kind of break through to tailor some programs and policies to help struggling Black, Latino, all sorts of minority youth?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, we have a good size of Hispanic population also. We have about 22% Hispanics, about 30% African American blacks, and about 25-30% Haitian, Jamaican, and Guyanese blacks. And then we have about 17% South Asian communities. What I want to do is divert resources from where we don't need to spend that kind of money for no reason. For example, we are involved in the wars of choice all around the world. Unfortunately, we were attacked on September 11, and after that, the entire country, and not only just America, but entire world came together, and America had a high moral ground. But then, because of the wrong policies of George W. Bush, we lost that moral ground. And now, look, we are involved in regime change and constant perpetual war. And that is taking a lot of resources, and it has not solved the issue of terrorism. On the other hand, it is increasing. Sad enough that we were now attacked in Orlando also. And that attack was on a community that is already marginalized, gays and lesbians. So it is very sad. So what I want to do is divert those trillions of dollars that we are spending in unnecessary and useless wars, bring them home, put those resources in developing infrastructure in our neighborhood and communities so that we can create good jobs. Because listen, Jordan, it is very obvious from the studies that are in front of us, and we know from our experience, that when you provide young people good education and provide them economic opportunities, the crime goes down, people are not behind bars, they are productive members of the society, they prosper, and they can live American dream like I have. I mean, I came 32 years ago, and look where I am today. I want that opportunity to be available to my children and everybody's children, especially the children in my district. I said, I have two daughters. I don't want them to be coming back and living in my home, because they cannot afford to stand on their own. I mean, I love my children. I would love to have them around, but I want them to stand on their own 2 feet. Right. And that will happen only if we create good paying jobs in our neighborhood and communities. We have to improve infrastructure. We have to bring in green jobs, solar energy, and windmills so that we can create good jobs. And that's what I will do, so that providing education, investing in education instead of jails and wars, and then also building in infrastructure and new projects and new technologies so that we can create good jobs.
Now, the party you're trying to get into Congress representing has obviously this election cycle had a divide. It's been a long time coming, but you're starting to see a huge movement behind candidates like Bernie Sanders who say
Yes.
we shouldn't be indebted to Wall Street and oil companies and all these special interests versus the Hillary Clintons of the world who say, oh, we're going to go after these interests, but they're funded by those interests. What's your take on, the growing influence of money in politics, and are you against, taking money from these factions?
Oh, definitely. It is not a democracy anymore. It has become oligarchy. The big money influence is corrupting our political system. And that is what has happened to our current congressman in my district, Gregory Meeks. He is not paying attention to the issues that concern us. Like, for example, he supported TPP, which ships our jobs overseas. Because he gets money from the big businesses. He is also against net neutrality. He took money from the cable companies and also lobbied to defeat net neutrality bill. He even went against Barack Obama on this. And also for TPP, he not only just supported TPP, but he formed a Friends of TPP and went around campaigning while the members of the people, the residents of the district are working families, are union members, are middle class, low middle class people. So, and all this is happening because of the money. And money has corrupted our politicians so much that it is mind-boggling. All my donors are $1, $2, $5 donors. People who are supporting Bernie Sanders, and my agenda is very similar to Bernie Sanders' agenda. So those people's and my friends in businesses and also. So my donors are small business owners, community activists, those people who care about our district. These are the people who are donating me. So I will make sure that Citizens United is ended as soon as possible, and the influence of big money is corrupted. So if the people of District 5, people of Elmont, Valley Stream, South Flower Park, Jamaica, Far Rockaway, Richmond Hill, South Ozone Park, St. Albans, Laurelton, if you come out and elect me on June 28th, then I will make sure that the influence of big money, corrupt money is gone, and we have a true representation.
And lastly, as a Pakistani-American, you see the scapegoating that's going on right now against Muslims. I think the last number I saw was 64% of Republicans agreed with Donald Trump's proposal to a temporary ban on Muslims.
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States until our country's representatives can figure out what the hell is going on.
There's a lot of different facets, but the main thing that President Obama, Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders has presented is this actually makes us more unsafe. As someone who obviously has fought for Muslim rights, what do you feel about all this?
Well, you see, not only that, but I am also the only Muslim American running for U.S. Congress, as far as I know, this year. And the reason is that when I started hear people like Trump, racist remarks, attacking each and every community, LGBT community, blacks, Hispanics, Muslims, women, and degrading them, then I had two choices, either to roll over and play dead or take a stand. And I'm a Bernie Sanders follower from day one in 2015. I took a stand and I decided that, okay, the best answer that people of my district and Americans can give to racism being promoted by Donald Trump and his likes. Donald Trump is not alone. I mean, Ben Carson, other people from Republican parties and some in Democratic Party also, unfortunately, have said similar things. So the best answer to them is to get proud Muslim Pakistani immigrant community member as your next congressman, and that will be a great answer, and that will send a message not only across America but all around the world that listen, America is very inclusive, and it is wrong that Muslims, are not part of the American society. Look, few weeks ago, people in London elected the first Pakistani Muslim American mayor, Sadiq Khan. So we Americans are better than that. We can also do this and send me to the Congress. And I will assure you that I will work with the district and not disappear like Gregory Meeks has. And that is the reason he is avoiding to debate me on issues because League of Women Voters invited us to join for a debate on issues, and he refused because he cannot defend his record, and he cannot. He's ashamed, I think, of himself because of the scandals that he has been involved in. Latest report came out just a few months ago that for his 6,000 square feet mansion that he built in Queens, he did not even get the proper permits. And it has been all over in the newspapers. Why does he consider himself above the law? We have to go and get permits. We have to get in line, pay the fees. This has to stop, and this is stop now before it is too late.
And where can people find out more information about you?
Sure, definitely. They can go to my website, which is mirzaforcongress.com, MIRZAFOR Congress.com. They can also go on Facebook. My page is Mirza for Congress. And they can follow me on Twitter also, which is at Mirza for Congress.
Great.
Number 4.
Great. Thank you so much for taking the time, and good luck. You got a week.
Thank you very much. Come out and vote. Come out and vote. Thank you.